What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy DJ Epps. Whew. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Whenever you're watching this, I appreciate you tuning in to let these motherfuckers know. Vlog, excuse me. You know what I mean? We do this daily, weekdays, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Holding you down, having discussions, debates, talking about what's going on in this current world. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. So on. Whenever you're watching, having. So I hope everybody had a great Monday. I know we had a great Monday last night, man. New music at 10 was man, the playlist was just magnificent. You know what was so great about the playlist yesterday? I had at least 4 gospel music, 4 gospel songs, 4 gospel submissions last night. And it just uplifted my studio. It uplifted the live. It uplifted the playlist. It uplifted the new music at 10. Like, it was awesome, man. There was a couple of joints I definitely, if you could go back to my Twitch or my YouTube and go check out the video, I suggest you go check it out. Because we had some dope songs last night. We had some dope songs. Definitely some dope artists. And you know what I mean? They were from everywhere as well. You know what I mean? Big shout to Cheryl Prazak. She was one of the gospel artists. Big shout to Nemesis. You know what I mean? He had a dope joint on there. Paulo Graham had a dope joint on there. You know what I mean? Sherry Carr. I like Sherry Carr. In the Parting of the Sea, that song was crazy. That song was dope. Yep. Shout out to Jay Fuse. Shout out to GS, the R&B Teddy Bear. His song was absolutely nuts and crazy in between all the gospel songs. Charlie Mack, another Pimp Daddy with his song. Oh man, listen, the playlist was just absolutely crazy. And the fact that we was getting music submissions from everywhere. I'm talking about Memphis, Atlanta, Kissimmee, Florida, Los Angeles, Virginia, you know what I mean? Man, listen, DC, San Francisco, Baltimore, and a whole lot more, man. Boca Raton was definitely in the building, so was Jacksonville. Florida was showing out last night. So we had a great time for the new music at 10. Now we're going to be back tonight at 10 p.m. for more new music at 10. Yes, back tonight. And if you want to be on the playlist for tonight, it's not too late. All you got to do is log on to djepps.com. Log on to djepps.com and go ahead and submit your music and be part of the mix, be part of the playlist, be part of the vibe tonight at 10 on my live. All right, man, we'll be on, of course, my Instagram, my Facebook Live, my YouTube Live, my Twitch, of course. Now, tonight, I got joints from Oakland. I got joints from Austin, Texas, Baltimore, Cleveland, Myrtle Beach, Philadelphia, and more, man. On the playlist, we got Disco Sundays. We got The Good Shoe. You know what I mean? Who else? Serafina's on the get. Oh, man, Johnny Floss. Of course, Jewels Patrick. Shout out to my man, Los. You know what I mean? Tony Sunshine was on the live last night. Tony Sunshine blazed us with a new joint last night. That's what's great about new music at 10. You never know who's gonna show up, pull up, and introduce their new music. So last night, Tony Sunshine pulled up with his new song, Pump It Up, featuring Little Pump. Now the joint is crazy. DJs, if you haven't heard it, go check it out, run it up, all that. All right, man. Yeah, man. Sing on Ice E. Everybody gonna be there tonight. Shout out to DJ Trace C's. You know what I mean? So yeah, new music at 10 tonight, 10 p.m. Submit your music ASAP. Log on to djepps.com, hit submit, and go ahead and be part of the playlist for tonight. All right? I think I had so much fun last night. My voice sounded like it's going. Like, what's going on? Hey, yo, big shout out to my brother, Busta Rhymes. Yeah, man. Busta is so legendary, so timeless. A great human being. You know what I mean? Great supporter. You know what I mean? Man, an MC for sure. Great MC. Now, March 26th just passed a little while ago, but we are celebrating 3 decades. That's right, 30 years of The Coming, his album The Coming. That's right. If you haven't seen or heard of The Coming by Busta Rhymes, go back in the archive, go Google it, yep, and go listen to it. Go stream it now. Busta Rhymes, congratulations, 30 years anniversary of the album The Coming. Joint on there is absolutely fabulous. You know what I mean? If I'm correct, that's like, you know, one of his sophomore, his beginning times of his solo career. So you may want to go check that out. Salute Busta Rhymes. Man, Tiger Woods, man, these mugs are just, big shout out to Tiger Woods. Look, listen, Tiger Woods, you don't got to listen to me. You don't got to listen to DJ Epps. But let me just give you one piece of advice that will probably help you out in the long run. Get yourself a driver. Seriously, get yourself a driver. All right? Because we want to see you continue winning. You know what I mean? We want to see you out there. You know what I mean? But you can't just be jumping in your car all tipsy and getting DUIs, man. And next you know, your mugshot is just out there looking crazy with your hairline back. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. And how are you going to refuse to take a piss when they ask you to take one? Don't refuse. You're making things worse. All right? Look at me, DJ Epps giving Tiger Woods advice. Oh, man, I don't know. But Tiger, like, we got to stop it. All right? Get yourself a driver. All right? Stop driving. Stop driving. All right? Vince McMahon, that goes for you too. You shouldn't be driving. We saw what you did the other day. I need you to stop that. All right? Big shout to Tony Neal. Tony Neal is one of my good friends, man. A great DJ. You know, you be catching him late night doing some R&B stuff on the live and stuff. But he's also known for Core DJs. That is a massive DJ squad here in this world. Core DJs have a lot of great DJs, you know what I mean, that help break records for a lot of artists. They do what I do, you know what I mean? We enjoy breaking records. And I saw Tony Neal post an event and it said fake. Okay, so this is what I want to say. Those that are putting up fake events for artists to go perform, yeah, I seen it. You putting up, you're getting these artists money, and it's really fake. There's nothing, you know, positive about the event. May not even be going down, but the event is fake. Stop doing that, all right? These artists work hard on their craft. They work hard on their performance. They work hard on their music, you know what I mean? And they really save up to invest in themselves, you know what I mean? So, you know, those that are trying to do fake events to get these artists to come perform and nothing really ain't happening, you don't got no motion, you ain't got no real judges to come view what's going on, whatever the case is, like, stop it. Stop it, all right? It's not cool. It's not cool. Because the ones that are doing good, like I do in my live, like Tony Neal does, like, you know, Fleet DJ does, like, you know what I mean? Like, you making us look bad. You like, we need y'all to stop that. All right? Stop that. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you guys a question. Have you learned a lesson that allows you to read people better? I'm going to repeat myself. Have you learned a lesson that allows you to read people better? You know, I ran into a couple of situations recently where you thought someone was that person, but they did something, you know, either to you or they just did something that was just like not good, and you learn that lesson and you end up reading them better, like, damn, you know what I mean? This is really you. Or maybe my homeboy was right about you. Or maybe that girl was right about you. Like, you know what I mean? Because you would have to sometime go through things, to learn that lesson to end up reading that individual a little better. So, I just wanted to say this. Everybody, pay attention to who you hanging with, who you dealing with, you know what I mean? Who you partnering up with, you know what I mean? And read signs. Read signs. All right? Because you might end up learning a lesson that allows you to read that person better or anybody better. All right? Just wanted to say that, all right? Man, so I saw Jay-Z doing the interview with GQ magazine, and I think he hopped on some other interviews and whatnot. But the one interesting part of the interview that I was paying attention to the most was talking about the DJs. Remember we talked the other day that DJs are not being we're not in the forefront no more. Back in the days it was Eric B and Rakim. You know what I mean? It was like, DJs are not in the forefront. Me, I speak for myself. I'm always in the forefront of my business, my brand, DJing, period. You know what I mean? When it comes to DJ Epps, it's DJ Epps. Yes, if I go on the road with a certain artist, or if I do stuff for Rock the Bell Cruise, it's all about all of us. But at the same time, when it's my time, when it's my hour, my 2-hour show, it's about me. You're going to pay attention to me. I'm the forefront. I'm DJ Epps. I'm going to curate the room. I'm going to make you happy. It's all about DJ Epps. And it's always going to be like that with me and my brand. You know what I mean? But, he was saying something in the lines of, the 4 elements of hip hop. And we all know the 4 elements of hip hop, right? B-boying, graffiti, MCing, and of course DJing. But when he announced the 4 elements and said, DJing, B-boy, graffiti, instead of MCing, he said battling. A lot of people, was commenting like, yo, I don't believe we're here either disagreeing or correcting Jay-Z. You know what I mean? MCing, a lot of MCs go through a lot of battles, tons of battles. You know what I mean? So most of us that, are hip hop, we knew what he meant. We knew what he meant. You know what I mean? I don't think there was no, we didn't have to correct him. We knew what he meant. You know what I mean? But just understand that, battling, DJs battle, MCs battle, B-boys they battle, and even graffiti artists battle. So you have to understand that, what he meant. Instead of using MCing, he used the word battling. You know what I mean? So, he didn't do wrong. Not in my eyes. He didn't do wrong. He didn't say wrong. I knew exactly what he meant. Most of us knew exactly what he meant. All right? But for those that don't know what the 4 elements of hip hop, and I'm talking about this time, this age, this era, YNs, if you don't know what the 4 elements of hip hop is, DJing, MCing, B-boy, and graffiti. All right? All right? All right. All right, man. Big shout to Kirk Franklin. He said something the other day that I really enjoyed. Live for today and understand that God already has your tomorrow handled. Like, you gotta, and me, my boy Tito was saying that the other day too. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta enjoy your day today. You never know what tomorrow is gonna bring you. But at the same time, God already has tomorrow handled for you. Whether you like it or not, he already has it handled for you. So enjoy today. Live for today. You know what I mean? Cherish your family, your wife, your spouse, your kids, whatever. Husband, live for today. And tomorrow is already handled. You're going to wake up. You're gonna touch your 2 feet's gonna touch the ground. You're gonna have a great breakfast. You're gonna have a great day. You know what I mean? And so on. So yeah, man. Once again, big up to Kirk Franklin. Um, Man, this week has been a very, very spiritual week. Very spiritual week, and I thank God for that. You gotta always thank God for that. Always gotta thank God for that, because you know, it's amazing what God has in store for you. You know what I mean? Um, Big shout to Grow Power Success podcast. Oh man, the whole team. Yeah, man. Bless, Spider, the whole team. Listen, let me tell you something about Growth Power Success podcast. I watched them from the beginning. I watched them start in a little office, and their growth obviously turn into power and turn into success. And, their interviews and their discussions are fabulous, inspiring. You know what I mean? You could check them out at Growth Power Success on their IG, and follow them now. Them boys are awesome. So we just recently came out the improv this past weekend for another episode, another event. You know what I mean? Big shout to Miami Got Jokes, came through, shut it down. Big shout to my boy Fat and Funny, came through, shut it down. And, the discussions that Growth Power Success had that night with the crowd, how they engaged with the crowd engaged back, the discussions, the questions, the answers. It was absolutely great. And to know that they're going to take this on the road very soon, I'm very excited for them. I'm very excited for the whole thing, period. And I'm very excited for being part of it. Yes, I am their official DJ. Yes, so you will see the Growth Power Success podcast in your city very soon. All right, big shout to Disco Rick, who hosted the event. Was a great situation. Had a great time. Laughter, you know what I mean? All that. All that. And I hope everybody in that event, in that improv comedy club, big shout to the improv comedy club. I hope everybody, left out of there learning something. Something. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's all about. I hope you learn how to grow. I hope you learn how to reach success. You know what I mean? I hope you know how to get the power. All that. All right? So follow my guys at Growth Power Success. Yeah. We're coming to a city near you soon. Speaking about the Improv Comedy Club, the next event is going down is my 50th birthday. It's my actual birthday. April 26th, Sunday, April 26th, we're going to be at the Miami Improv Comedy Club, back at it in Doral with Finesse Mitchell and friends. Oh my God. 50th birthday, where I get to bring all my celebrity friends, my fan base, my family, all together, new friends, old friends, all together, and we celebrate for my 50th. Now, why am I doing that at a comedy club? Listen, man, we party all the time, right? We at the club with DJ Epps all the time. Man, this was the best time to watch everybody laugh, smile, meet each other, greet each other, enjoy themselves in another way besides a club. So I can't wait to see everybody's face. I can't wait to see everybody smile. I can't wait to see everybody just laugh and leave all that other stuff back at home and come Sunday, April 26th to the Miami Improv Comedy Club. Showtime 7 p.m. And watch Finesse Mitchell and friends shut it down. Now, if you don't know who Finesse Mitchell is, listen. He's from here, the crib, Miami. That's one. You know what I mean? So, UM is going to come out. All the UM, back in the days, UM sororities, fraternities, all the Kappas, all the Noops, they're all coming out. All right, man, we are encouraging all fraternities to come out that day and come just enjoy and meet up, you know what I mean, as a family reunion. It's going to be crazy. Finesse Mitchell, you catch him plenty of times on the Wendy Williams show. You know what I mean? You've seen him on HBO. You've seen him on Showtime. You've seen him on Saturday Night Live, SNL. And he's just keeps growing and he keeps going. And he's coming back to Miami. And, listen, it's going to be a time to have. On my 50th birthday, it's going down Sunday, April 26th, Showtime, 7 p.m. Put it in the calendar. Please put it in the calendar. All right? There you go. And we're going to have some fun. Word up. This Saturday, this weekend, whew, Saturday, it's finally here. KRS-One in Fort Lauderdale at Chemistry Nightclub for the first DJ Epps birthday party. Now, this is the Boom Bap edition. This is Blastmaster KRS-One. I had to take it back, to the beginning of time for hip-hop. You know what I mean? KRS-One has not been in Fort Lauderdale in ages. Yes, I brought him back about 4 years back in Miami and Wynwood. But Fort Lauderdale, you know what I mean? The fact that, everybody from Miami to West Palm Beach is going to meet up in the middle in Fort Lauderdale to come celebrate my birthday with Blastmaster KRS-One. Shout to Jerobi White, Trop Called Quest going to be in the building. Shout to Lords of the Underground. Lord Jazz going to be in the building. Shout to my man Gil Green, going to be in attendance. A lot of people going to be in the building, man, and we want you to be there. It's this Saturday. Doors open at 7 p.m. Showtime is at 9 p.m. and we done by 11:30. So please, pull up early. If you didn't get your tickets yet, get your tickets now. It's on Eventbrite. All right? All presented by Heroes Live Entertainment. Shout to my man Mario. Shout to Rock the Bells. That's part of the situation. Rock the Bells, thank you for the support. You know what I mean? So it's all going down at Chemistry Nightclub, Fort Lauderdale, downtown Las Olas. KRS-One performing live, DJ Epps' 50th birthday bash. All right? This is the first party of April. So you need to pull up, all right? And then the next day, I'm taking a flight straight to Montreal to go hang out with my peoples in Montreal. All right, the Reminisce Party everybody's talking about. You know how the Reminisce Party goes. You know how it goes over there. And when I get on them 1 and 2s and play them throwbacks that make you, ooh, yeah, you're going to be reminiscing. Yeah, all the DJs going to be in the building. You know what I mean? Shout to DJ Sir D. Shout to Quite Sane. Listen, man, it's going to be a problem over there in Montreal at the Reminisce Party because I'm bringing Wayne Wonder with me. Woo-hoo! I'm bringing Wayne Wonder with me. So please pull up. Montreal, pull up. Toronto, if you want to drive over to Montreal, man, or take a flight over there, pull up. Reminisce Party, Easter Sunday, this Sunday. I'm heading over there, and I can't wait to see you guys, Montreal. All right? We will kind of come back to Miami, and big shout to K Solo. K Solo is going to come out here in Miami, celebrate his birthday with me. That's happening at Tomorrowland, April 17th. Yes, Tomorrowland in Miami is going to be crazy. K Solo, legendary K Solo, celebrating his birthday with yours truly, DJ Epps, along with DJ De Niro, DJ Zayd, DJ Tito Love, my girl Jules. You know what I mean? It's going to be crazy. Wolf Flow is going to be in the building, special guest. It's going to be crazy. Pull up. And then everybody's waiting for the Why Not Friday, April 24th with Memphis Bleek. Yes, I couldn't get Jay-Z to perform for my birthday, 50th birthday, but the next best thing next to Jay-Z was Memphis Bleek, and he said, I'm on my way, Epps. I'm bringing in Duce. All right, Cheech, how you doing? My boy, I appreciate you. He's celebrating his birthday, too. It's going to be crazy. Tito Love celebrating his birthday. It's going to be crazy. Tony Heathcliff celebrating his birthday. It's going to be crazy. All right, hosted by Mr. Why Not, Steve Will. Shout out to my girl, Shorty Doo-Wop, going to be on the 1 and 2s in attendance. Yeah, man. King Mega. DJ Stacks. My Zoe DJ Stacks coming through. It's all happening Friday, April 24th in Pembroke Pines at a place called Duce Lounge Restaurant. Please pull up, come have some fun. And I can't wait to see you in the building. All right? And matter of fact, tickets are going fast on that one. So you may want to go to Eventbrite and go grab your tickets. Same thing for Tomorrowland with K Solo. Go to Eventbrite, go get your tickets, all right? Do that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to get up out of here. Big shout to Deco Drive. I'm about to go meet up with them, Channel 7 News. They doing a special on your boy. Yes, that's right. They are doing a special on me turning 50. You You know what I mean? Also, it's my 5th-year anniversary with SiriusXM Rock the Bells. Thank you, Deco Drive, for always supporting me, always, you know, having my back. All the staff over there at Deco Drive, I love you guys. Channel 7, I love you guys. Miami, I love you guys. All right, so I got to get up out of here. I hope you have a great day. And don't forget, tonight, 10 p.m. is new music at 10. Submit your music now, djepps.com. Also, if you want to book me for your event, your festivals, your brunch party, your whatever, your party, whatever, man. Hit me up. My team is waiting. djepps.com is the website. We're going to be there for you. All right, man? I got to get up out of here. Have a good day. Have a good night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, right here on the DJ Epps vlog. Let these motherfuckers know. All right? Holla.